Hello beautifuls, my name is Epic Treasure and today we are diving deep into the sneaks and hints and little bits and pieces thanks to Bucky from PALWORLD. So let's have a look at the first clue that he's given away, and we can see this first one, which was a 7 days countdown. We see the 4 pals coming out of the dungeon and it reads, pals exploring dungeons on their own, maybe they get lots of treasure and return home safely. So obviously we see the 4 there. One of them's got shards, crystals, and one of them's got a bag of cash, their bag of money. So obviously we can designate pals to go to dungeons and retrieve things, which is very exciting. So the new one today that Bucky's revealed is very interesting. And this is where we dive into, as I said the last video, into where we can foresee what's going to be unveiled potentially in PALWORLD through Pocket Pairs Craftopia. Tick the box, correct again. So we're going to dive deep into the community's comments in the comments of my channel and have a look at the incredible sleuthing that's been done there. And if you spy something I haven't, you jump into the comments below. So the first comment we have is from O10C, reading, maybe those futuristic chests are shared chests between bases. That would be cool. Now, you know, if you've been watching my tutorials, how much I've not shut up about having ender chests in this game. Now, people have said, Epic, that doesn't make sense. Ender chests are, as you've seen on the screen, a Minecraft chest where you can access the contents of it anywhere in the whole entire map, in the world, basically. But I think if you unlock it at the maximum level, then that's fine. Not at the start, because sure, then that whole sort of weight encumbrance thing, you know, doesn't exist anymore. But having it, this sort of ender chest, this universal chest, whatever you want to call it, is amazing. Thumbs up to that. I fully support that, especially for my own selfish reasons. The second we have is from Gillian Crawford. I think that the trailer starts to show of how the new tower boss met the pal that we're going to fight. It shows that they developed a bond through their strength and training. That's really awesome. Interesting note. I like that one indeed. Now, diving down to Bobby's here. Bobby's has fascinated me, and I think Bobby's right on the money. So we're going to dive into the map itself and where we predict the new area will be as per the last video. So, Bobby's comment is, the game has a central feature of the big tree northwest of the main play area. If they expand the map, they'll expand it to the west or north, as the initial concept art had all the landmass surrounding the tree. My bet is that the new area will be a strip of islands running north and south just west of the volcano and SJ Island. Think Japan shape and geography. So what I've done with Bobby's comment is I've taken the map of Japan, I flipped it upside down, I run it along the coastline of the existing map. I've made it approximately 6 times the size as the last update, as Bucky had said. And I think this is very interesting because somebody else noticed, which I did not, the perspective of one of the shots of the trailer, which shows apparently the volcano in the background. So it gives us, and I've got goosebumps talking about it, insight into the potential perspective of where we're looking at. So let's bring that comments up right now. And thank you to Park Riley, beautiful, for commenting this. At 12:29, you can see it'll be on the bottom left under the volcano island. Look at the trailer slowly, you can see the volcano mountain. You can see the big, massive mountain up at the top there. So that makes a lot of sense in regards to our perspective, if it is that mountain. Unless it's some phantom mountain, I don't know. But that certainly supports Bobby's positioning of the new island area. So, going back to Bobby's comment, the alpha showcase in the Discord stills is Warsec Terror and isn't in the game yet. So we can see this here in the wiki sort of PALWORLD. We can see the big shiny boy. Oh, he looks great. And the alpha I was referencing was the menacing, which was the scorpion. Whoops, sorry about that one. So Bobby also says the 2 big questions, and also mentioned the Phalaris, and we do need another bunch of watering pals. I agree 100%. So that's an interesting one. I love it. So Bobby says the 2 big questions to me are, in the trailer, why does the player have 2 pals out? I didn't even notice. There you go. What are those tanks for? The liquid inside being green color draws me to the idea of healing tank. But the PAL box already heals pals when put away, so it would be somewhat redundant. And then we have Nicole replying, what if it's a cloning tank? Or some kind of augmentation tank for the purpose of changing skills? or passives on existing pals or an alternate option of breeding. So that could be very cool, having this sort of re-roll tank. I love this community so much. So Bobby replied, Nicole, I was thinking it was a growth vat and it was giving pals XP so they could passively level. But a breeding alternative for improving pals is also a good option. 9 days feels like an eternity with all these questions because my video came out days and days and days ago. It's not new. So all the content on that, thank you to the community. Give credit where it's due. It is all you. So keep your comments coming every time. And Nicole replied, oh, a passive XP farm isn't a bad idea, I guess, either. Watch after all this theorizing is just a decoration like the training dummy. Oh, I hope not. It could be. I don't know. All right, moving on. And then we see Gillian Crawford. I kind of wonder if the incubation chambers will be we can put a pal in rapidly to try and heal them beyond just the scrolls we can find. I would guess that as a device that could allow us to maybe alter passives or something, but it seems something that we can step away from and let happen, like egg incubation. And such a feat should be too quick for that kind of presentation. And especially when you've got modifiers in the customization menu too, that you can speed things up. So it could be like a re-roll tank indeed, but still, I do go back to the original trailer with the fishing thing. And well, look, again, I'm being selfish. I like to see games that have fish tanks in them and you get to showcase what you catch. I don't know. That's my idea. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a very, very deep dive into Craftopia, because I know by what I'm seeing here, if you played Craftopia, you can start to see things in this trailer like the wheels be utilized from that game into this game. So I think a lot of answers and a lot of the building and a lot of the landscape we're going to see echoed again. And that's going to be our predictor for what is going to come into PALWORLD. So we're going to dive deep into that one in the next video. But what I'll do is I'll re-roll the original trailer for this most recent one. And pay attention, because I'm sure Bucky will release a new tease piece for what's going to come in the new content. Don't forget to join the Discord channel. Every single alert is spat out immediately to my channel. And there's channels where you can share your pictures of your build, etc., all your questions, so on and so forth. I hope you've enjoyed this channel. I've been doing this content on here, whether it be building or skill trees, etc., for over a decade. So thank you for staying with me, and onward and upward. And let us dig through the Craftopia trailer next.